Good morning and welcome to NCWorks Career Center Corner on Morning Joy. I'm your host, Jen Scialdone with NCWorks Career Centers, and I'm so glad to have some guests with me this morning. Just want to remind you, we have our two local NCWorks Career Centers located in Elizabeth City at 111 Jordan Plaza. That's next to Domino's, across from Starbucks at the Belk shopping area. And also we have the Edenton office on Tuesdays and Thursdays if you are located near the College of the Albemarle in Edenton. Please don't hesitate to walk in, no appointments required. You know, all of our services are free for job seekers and employers, so we want you to know about it and help spread the word. You can always call for more information at any time at 252-621-6350, Monday through Friday. We open at 8:30 and we stay up until 5 on Monday, Wednesdays, and we stay open until 4, Tuesday, Thursdays, 2 p.m., and that's on Friday at the Elizabeth City Center. We have very exciting an event coming up April 4th. Everyone needs to mark their calendar if you know anyone that needs a second chance. So it's an expunction intake event. We're partnering with the NC Legal Aid, and they have attorney services for free if you're eligible. So if you register with NCWorks in advance would be really great. And anyone you know, please refer them to us. We can help them with their registration, or you can go online to ncworks.gov. But just send them in. So registering in advance will save you a step. It's not just going to be an event for those that are seeking expunction. It's also going to be a huge community resource fair and hiring event with employers. We want to encourage all of our employers to be open-minded and give people a second chance and help us build a better community. With that, I'm going to turn it over now to my first guest, Brandy Bragg. She's NCWorks Workforce Connector. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, good morning. I am the Workforce Connector for any NC Career Pathways, which is a partnership that covers 20 counties across the Northeast. So actually, I work for 3 workforce boards. One is Northeastern Workforce Board, which covers here in Pasquotank County, and then also Rivers East and Turning Point Workforce Boards. And what happened is about 12 years ago, this group of people from workforce, from education, including K-12 schools, community colleges, and even universities like Elizabeth City State University, along with employers, came together to identify what are the top careers in our region. What kind of careers can you get training for here locally and then work in here locally that pay sustainable wages, right? That's the important part of it. So we have actually been working together. I say we loosely because the group has been working together for 12 years. I've been part of it for almost 8. And we've identified 4 areas for careers. One is advanced manufacturing, which also includes things like the trades, electrical, plumbing, things like that. We have healthcare, which is a huge opportunity, lots of different careers available in healthcare. We have business support services. Our employers said, hey, we need people that can do finance and we need people that can do marketing. We also need people that can do IT and logistics. So all of that falls under that pathway. And then we have agri-science and biotechnology. In our 20-county region, we do have a lot of farmland across the area. And then we also have a small area with some biotech, with several biotech companies in the biopharma crescent. So those have proven over these 12 years to continue to be those lead career areas in our region. And our school systems from high school all the way through community colleges and universities have really worked hard to build articulation agreements so that you can start your career journey even in high school, taking community college classes, and then maybe go on to the community college to finish that associate's and then step right into a university like Elizabeth City State. We also work with the NCWorks centers all across the region to make sure that people have access to things they may need, like labor market data. NCcareers.org is a great resource for people if they are interested in what the different careers are, maybe where their interests fall, what careers would be good for them. So that is something that we also try to share. And then when they go into career centers, they can get help there with their resume, with their interview skills. They may even have opportunities to do some work experience or learn more about career exposure. One of the things that we've seen a lot in our career centers and in our workforce boards is the virtual reality tools. And I think you guys have that in Elizabeth City as well. That is a great opportunity for young people and older people to literally try on a career in a very low risk way. So it's great to have these options out here, the partners that are working together to really make all of this happen and help everybody from young people all the way through people who maybe have already had a career and are looking to do something different, to see and discover what is right here in our neighborhoods. And that's one of the things that we often don't recognize is we ride past the building and we may know what the name of that company is, but we don't know what they make or what they do there. And so that is a challenge for us, and another way that your NCWorks Career Centers can help you because they've got connections to those employers. So I just want to challenge people to learn more about the careers available in their area and how they can get to them.
Thanks, Brandy. And you do so much to help train our staff, our career advisors, so they're aware of all of that information, and they can share that during the visits when folks come in to learn more about what's available to them, what kind of goals they can set that are within their interests as they explore career planning and everything with them, or or immediate job seeking. What's coming in, what's open, what's on the horizon. What hiring events are ultimately coming up that they can join. So I encourage everybody to find out more about Northeast Career Pathways. You can find it. There's also links from ncworks.gov. You'll find it in there. And come visit us in person as well, and we can connect you. Next, we also offer services for employers. So with that, I want to introduce you again to Hillary Robertson. Hi, Hillary.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for having me. My name is Hillary Robertson, and I am the Business Engagement and Youth Program Coordinator for the Northeastern Workforce Development Board. And we do have services for employers. So if you are looking to post your job orders, you can post them for free on our website at ncworks.gov. You would just register for an employer account, and I also assist with helping employers through that registration process. So it is free to post your open positions. We also do job order development. Sometimes employers come to me and they might say, I've been posting my open positions, but nobody is applying. Help. What am I doing wrong? So we can talk through, maybe it's the wording in your job duty descriptions. Maybe we need to have a difficult conversation about your salary requirements. They may not be what's relevant in the area, which is always something to take a look at. So we do have labor market information that I can provide to employers to see if they are being competitive in this region. So those are just a few services for really getting your job postings out there in the community. We also offer hiring events. So if you are in need of several employees, we can host hiring events at one of our local career centers, or we also can do them in person at your place of employment. So please reach out to one of the career centers, and we would be happy to assist you with your hiring needs. But one of the main employer programs that I wanted to talk to everyone about today is our on-the-job training program. So for those employers that are having a hard time filling their open positions with qualified skilled workers, an on-the-job training program with NCWorks would be a great solution. What OJT does is it provides an incentive to employers to hire individuals that are motivated to work but lack certain skills in specific occupations. So there's some sort of skills gap there. And what this incentive is a reimbursement to the employer for hiring that motivated individual. And it can be for up to 50% of the employee's salary for up to 6 months worth of training. So it is a great opportunity for employers and job seekers. They're motivated, they're willing to work, they just don't have all the skills necessary, but the employer is willing to give them a chance with the incentive of being reimbursed to offset those training costs that they're going to incur. So it's a great opportunity, a great program. I encourage employers to please reach out to gather more information about this. You can contact your local career center and they will put you in contact with me, or you can reach me at 252-333-5656. Again, that number is 252-333-5656. I would love to speak to you as an employer about all of our services.
That was great. I don't know. We got to make sure that employers out there know about these services, because every day we have job seekers and people that are developing their skills and looking for the next job and upping their skills, and they are seeking training. So if they're open-minded, if they would just use one of those programs, that could be the fit. They could find maybe the next best employee that they didn't know until they ask for some help with NCWorks. So I also want to remind everybody, preparing for your career, advancing your career, and specialized services, because we do have specialized services for veterans and with those that have justice involvement, especially, the expunction event coming up on April 4th at ECSU at KE White. Keep your eye out. Look up our Facebook page, NCWorks Career Center, Elizabeth City and Edenton. Please join that. We have postings, and we have the newsletter with Northeastern Workforce Development Board, so you can be up to date on everything that is happening, know about the job fairs that are coming, know about the programs that we offer. Even if you want to work on your communication skills, you can come in. We'll schedule a mock interview. Make sure you land that job that you're applying for. I really appreciate you all as guests. Please tune in for our next one, and I hope you're enjoying this information. Don't hesitate to visit us or call 252-621-6350. Thanks, and have a great morning.